We're here at iPickle in La Habra, California, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most important shots in the game, the third shot drop. I know. There's 101 videos out there that talk about the third shot, and I'm sure there's some great info out there. However, it's an ongoing study of mine to find out what really makes a great third shot drop. So let's get into it. One thing I've noticed at pickleball tournaments is that the players who have the most consistent, high-quality third balls are very often singles players. The reason for this is because such high precision requires fantastic footwork, a prerequisite to even stand a chance in the game of singles. Most of you right now are thinking, great, I'm not going to start playing singles just to improve my third shot drop. And fair enough, singles isn't for everyone. However, what we can do is improve our technique using the same biomechanical principles that affect everyone. Outside of darts, there aren't many sports that don't require a good athletic position and posture to excel. People often assume that if the purpose of the shot is to hit it slow, then incorporating some leg drive could be counterproductive. An NBA player can shoot a ball a very long way when they incorporate all of their muscle groups. By comparison, a free throw requires very little force, but they still employ some leg drive to do it. The same principle applies for the third shot drop. Have a look at these two demonstrations. In the first one, I get into position, get low, and then only use my arm to play the ball. Just doesn't look right, does it? That's because even though I loaded my body well to play the shot, I didn't unload the body in sequence, from the ground up. In the second demonstration, I'll be using all the major muscle groups to play the shot. I prepare and load the body in the same way as before, only this time I apply force to the ground to drive my legs, rotate my hips, shoulders, and then finally my hand. Looks better, right? That's called the kinetic chain, or coordination chain. And when done in sequence, it can both create great power, but also in the case of a third shot drop, great control. If you're someone who has primarily just been using their arm to play this shot, then you'll first need to get a good feel for how your body can uncoil in sequence. Think of a baseball pitcher winding up for a pitch and then unwinding to create a whip-like effect through their body. Take a look at how you throw a ball. If you can throw a ball far, then chances are you already have the tools to play a well-controlled third shot drop. If not, don't worry. Here's a quick rundown of the technique. Your first task is finding the ball, something that you're likely already very experienced at. What you may not be doing is getting there in a low enough body height. Make sure that once you've arrived to your approximate contact point that you drop your body height down to be able to easily get the paddle underneath the ball. As you are moving towards the ball, get your paddle up to at least waist to chest height, depending on the height of the return. Now it's time to load your body to create some power, spin, and expand your comfort zone. Rotate your hips to start winding your body slightly. Remember, this is still a soft shot, so it doesn't need to be much. Allow your shoulders and arms to naturally turn with your hips. This is called a unit turn. It's important that you don't let your arms disconnect from your shoulder line, as that will lead to a loss of control and a swing length that can easily overhit the ball. As you get more comfortable with this, you'll be able to get a lot of it done while you're moving towards the ball. Now that you've put in the hard work, it's time to unwind. However, unlike the unit turn that got you into great position, this time you're going to have to unwind in sequence. Firstly, drive up with your legs in a controlled fashion. We're not looking for airtime here, just enough to provide some lift and possibly some spin. As your legs are pushing up, allow your hips to uncoil so that they're facing forward. Your shoulders should naturally follow your hips, giving you a great chance to finally extend your arm forward to reach your contact. Your dominant shoulder should drop as you're rotating, allowing you to easily get your paddle under the contact point. The last piece in the sequence is your elbow and hand. Initiate the dropping of your paddle by a little pronation of your wrist. That outward push will close the paddle face just enough to help create some topspin on the ball. Extend your elbow to begin straightening your arm, dropping your paddle to its lowest point before you drive up to contact the ball. From a side-on view, the swing path should look like a sideways question mark. It's important that you limit the size of the backswing of this shot. This is how you'll be able to more easily control the pace. Try to avoid big backswings for small shots, as those big backswings will require you to decelerate the paddle before contact. Whether you are hitting a ball hard or soft, the initial movement and coiled positions are very similar, so by incorporating it for your third shot drop will also serve to disguise your intent. Finally, this shot is made easier with the continental grip or something similar. If you're not sure what that is or what you have, then check out our in-depth look at grips before you hit the courts. It's gonna be similar but different. Same but different. Is that what I was supposed to say? Yeah. Oh, I missed something. Oh, well, no, I guess I didn't really. I mean, and that's fair enough. Thingles. Thumbelina, they're thingles. Fair enough. I tell you, give me 8 words or less, just nail it. If you're someone who has primarily just been using their arm to play this third shot, then something. That's a win. This time you have to uncoil, god bugger,